of Life episode.
Oh, I don't remember. We're so far behind. Give it a number. Pick a number between 1 and 20.
I think it's 5.
Make it a low one.
The end of Indonesia, going through Malaysia, and then on to Thailand.
So we ended Sumatra in a jungle experience, and we went back to Medan, and we had a beautiful buffet breakfast. Remember the buffet breakfast? After being in the jungle?
It was so good.
Everyone was looking, because we didn't eat. Did we? Really?
Well,
God, we had beautiful food while we were there. Nothing like fresh, straight from the plant plate. It's amazing. But anyway, we had a great buffet. And then we flew Malaysia Airlines to KL. And KL was, it's okay. I think it's just a city. Actually, as far as cities go, it's not the greatest. It doesn't seem to be laid
very
out.
much a concrete jungle.
But it's not even laid out, in a well organised way. It's like they've just ripped out the jungle and putting buildings anywhere and everywhere.
But we did have some awesome accommodation. We stayed on the 35th floor of the
What was it called?
something Platinum Suites.
Platinum Suites, or the Face.
The Face Suites or the Platinum Suites.
Yeah, the Platinum Suites. We rocked up and we kind of looked around and went, I don't think this is where we're supposed to be.
Well, it was pretty amazing on the
with the
50
chandeliers and
Where are we, Scotty?
at the Face Suites, but we're staying at an Airbnb next door called the Platinum Apartments. Look, it's here.
So, don't get used to this.
Yeah. Okay, please wait.
We are no longer in the jungle. Oh my god! This isn't our building. 50 stories!
this isn't our building.
It isn't? Whatever. I just checked it out. And when the door opened. This isn't our hotel. What? Yeah. This isn't our hotel.
On the 51st floor, I think it was, they had a swimming pool that was an infinity edge and looked out over the towers in KL and over the whole city.
Petronas
Yeah,
towers.
it was pretty spectacular. So, yeah, that was really nice. We hung out there for a little bit.
And we went on the hop-on, hop-off bus, which is really the only way to get around some of these cities, to actually get your bearings and have a good idea of where you are and what there is to see and do. We did that for quite some time. That was fun.
And Taj and I had our first experience at Cinnabon.
Oh, you introduced the boys to Cinnamon.
Just Taj.
Big mistake.
It was delicious. I don't know what they put in Cinnabon, but it's just joy and happiness.
More sugar. Yay. What else? What do you guys remember of KL?
That I was disappointed because you guys said it was like the best city for Wi-Fi ever.
Ah.
Which city? Oh, okay. Yeah,
And it
KL.
wasn't, was it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
No.
the best city for Wi-Fi I've ever seen.
Because, I remember you guys actually complaining while we were in the apartment.
And Jarkin was misbehaving. I remember having to send him outside,
I also remember-
stuck on the balcony out where the air conditioner is, looking out over.
On the 35th floor. I remember saying that. Okay, I think you've been a bit rough.
And then we took a flight from KL to.
On our private jet.
It was quite bizarre.
On the private jet.
We got on the plane. I think there was
Plane by
only about
ourselves.
3 or 4 other people on a 100-seater jet. So, yeah, we had the entire thing to ourselves. Just
We could get rows to ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Could have 4 seats to themselves, stretch out.
It's always a bit of a concern when you first get on. You go, where is everybody? Why are we the only ones on this plane? Does someone know something that we don't know? And then you get over that and you kick back and go, sweet,
Yeah,
life's good.
like a private jet. And I think it's probably as close as we're ever going to get to a private jet.
Yeah, that's as close as we need, quite frankly.
Yeah.
That's good. And then we had a taxi ride, 2-hour taxi down to the boat.
Yeah, we got off the airport. We had nothing organised. We
What
were
was
kind
that
of.
town called? We flew into, does it start with H?
I don't remember.
Juan?
Have to have another look. It's always tricky when you get off the plane because there's always someone there who wants to charge you 3 times the cost of it, and you've got to go and search through and work out how to get there for a reasonable price. It's a little bit stressful getting off the plane. I think sometimes you're better off just going, this doesn't actually matter, it's going to cost either $10 or $15, and just letting it go. But,
That's what you've learned.
well, I've heard that, yes. It's taken me a while.
That's what you've been shown. That's what you've learned.
Yeah,
Well
yeah.
done, you.
Yeah.
It took a couple of countries to get to that
That's
point.
all
Hey, you got there.
Well, yes.
It's all good. Just let it go. Doesn't matter if it's an extra $4.
Yeah,
Pay
it
the
doesn't.
$4.
So we paid the $4 and we took a couple of hours in a taxi to a little port, jumped on a boat with about 50 odd people. It was a speedboat, and it took us across.
It did have quite a lot of people, and it was quite a small boat.
Yes.
Where are we?
We're on a boat.
Is it a big boat?
No.
Is there a lot of people in it?
It smells like sweat.
Ah, right. Let's have a look.
ก็คนหมุนนั่นแหละนู่นไงตะกงตะกร้าตรงตะกร้าก็มีอีก
Yep, a lot of people. Oh yeah,
And
we can snorkel here.
this is our tropical island.
The island. Yeah.
Smells all around.
ตัวเล็กที่
Oh, sip of that one. Nice. Very, very nice.
And then we got up to the beach on Koh Lipi, and
It was hot. It was
It
like
was.
38 degrees. It was hot.
and humid. And we were all carrying our own stuff, and it had been a long day.
พอจะจำได้ไหม
And we set about trying to find accommodation. Having nothing booked is nice, and the idea of serendipitously finding something is cool. The reality is that 4 people are sitting in a little bungalow on the beach in the hot sand, and one person or 2 people are, I would say, arguing over, but trying to work out what is the right way to go, because you've got no idea where to go or what to
Or
stay.
one person is making suggestions, and the other and the other person's going no,
I was
and running up and down the street trying to find accommodation.
Anyway, we found some accommodation, and then we were on our way there, and it turns out when we got there, although it was supposed to be open, it was actually closed. And then we met the guy.
But that's a good thing. Like, that's another topic about travelling out of season, because you can get amazing deals, and the places aren't crowded, and people are generally happy for you to be there, because it's not a busy time. So long as you're flexible for them, they'll be flexible for you.
We met Marco, I believe it was.
No, it was Marco. I'll remember in a
He
minute.
was from Brazil,
Yeah.
and he was running the resort, but there was no one there, and so we just turned up, walked down to where he was, and he said, well, I'm not really open because it's the off season, but I've got a couple of bungalows I
We
can
can
probably
open
open
a
up
couple
for
of
you.
bungalows for you. Relax.
He said, oh, how much is that going to be? How much was it, company?
What, $20 a night or something?
$20 a night for 2 rooms, and we each had our own little room that were
$1
right
million
on the beach.
views. Just sensational.
Probably, I don't know, call it 20 metres from the edge of the water, where it was just absolutely pristine. There was a lovely little backtrack that went over a bridge, took us into the main bit of Koh Lipi along a beach that was probably a kilometre or 2 long, just spectacular. And then
And
into
a
town.
bit more of the story is that it was much cheaper than usual, but because not even their restaurant was open, nothing was actually open. So really, all there was 2 huts. The 3 kids had to share 1 bed, but in the end, Jacqueline ended up opting to sleep on our floor because the 3 of them was just one too many, I'm afraid. With 1 small bed, a double bed, I think it was, and a
That's way
fan
cooler than chocolate bird.
and a mosquito net.
And they had kayaks out the front, so we could just literally take the kayaks and we would go and come 5 o'clock, we'd have a beer on the beach and then we'd have dinner and we'd watch the guys doing fire twirling, and it was pretty spectacular.
Spent every day at breakfast at our favourite cafe, Elephant Cafe,
Thanks,
in
Elephant
Walking
Cafe.
Street.
Yeah.
Elephant Cafe with their dogs.
And we would go to breakfast somewhere around about 10 o'clock and we would still be there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon just playing board games with the
Playing board
kids,
games and
having a couple of cups of
ordering
coffee, having a long, and the people that owned the place were just lovely, super friendly.
Ellie was waitressing.
Ellie was waitressing, yes, practicing waitressing.
It's just beautiful when you can get in touch with a more harmonic vibration than in your home environment or work environment or whatever else.
But I think it's quite different in peak season. I think that place
season, I think,
is really, really busy,
really
kind of
busy.
crazy. So you need to be there at the right
Off
time.
season, but even off season, it's not cold or anything.
No.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, we went snorkeling every day and had a spectacular time there.
Beautiful people.
And that was it. Then we jumped on a boat back from Koh Lipi, and then we got in another taxi.
Oh, the taxi. What do you remember about the taxi from Koh Lipi?
That it was so luxury.
Oh my
You mean the
goodness.
pimped up bus?
The pimped up van, man. The
Yeah.
gold pimped up van with the champagne
that
glass.
was incredible.
And the
So
super
cool.
soft seats. We were
Oh
going
man,
and
they
went,
were like
oh,
luxury.
yeah, baby.
Luxury forever. So nice.
It was pretty nice. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we did that, and then got to a train station, looked around and thought, okay, it's time to take a train. And it was an overnight train, 14-15 hours, up to Bangkok.
Yes, the train
Before
ride was
I was
an
in a golden
experience.
luxury carriage. Now I'm sitting next to two weirdos.
In a white luxury carriage.
She's not
I'm
luxury.
not a weirdo. I could be a weirdo. I'm just
We can all be
smart
weirdos.
weirdo.
Don't worry about that. We're all weirdos deep inside.
And not
All right, that's it. Enjoy the video.
This.
Go, baby, go.
Where are we now?
Well, we're on our way to our 18th country. Hurrah, hurrah.
17th.
18th includes Australia.
Okay. So enjoy, and more to life. Number 6 will be out soon, maybe.
6 or 7 or 5.
I think it was 5.
It's a low number between 0
No,
and
Mum,
20.
it is 5. It's definitely 5, guys.
Thanks
Okay.
everyone. Bye.
Capture.